Okay. I think we are live. Uh yeah. All right. Group layout, press this. We want share screen, picture and picture layout. That's what we want. We've got a share screen going. We've got two here. Remove this and this. No, we don't want to mute mic there. I would like to change the mic settings though. Settings, audio, no mic access. Yeah, you did have mic access. Thank you, actually. Virtual background. I'm not worried about that. And speaker, it's testing that. Uh, Maybe one of these days I'll figure out how to have Mac access. Let's go to the Discords and let's see if I drag. Okay, so that is. Hmm. Okay, it says I have one viewer. Hello, one viewer. I don't know if my mic is working. I have no idea. We are trying to figure this out live as we're doing it. It says mute, and if I'm not muted, then I just think it's this microphone. It's obviously not this microphone. It's that microphone. So I need to change that. It's working now. Thank you very much. And I see you hitting me up on the discords there. Thank you again. Thank you. Thank you. I'm used to talking. Well, right now this microphone's not even working. I have to figure that out. Hopefully this stream. We're also testing. How is the stream? Is it buffering? Is it being all laggy and weird? Um, This one is a web-based application and not an app that's actually like downloaded on my computer. So, I mean, I think all of my problems were the application itself. I mean, I paid for the highest paid internet you can get, and yeah, my wife's not at home. My wife's not live streaming. My wife also works from home, and so she's on Zoom calls all day long. So she's not at home, and I'm not on Zoom calls. And my TVs, I got two. You got to think about it, man. What do we have? Like four smart TVs. I have two phones. My wife has two phones, plus the tablets. Plus, I got one, two, three, four computers sitting on my desk. So just in my office alone, you got two smart TVs, four computers, two phones, and a tablet. That's for me alone. So, um, no, it's not lagging at all. That's what I'm talking about. I wonder how much of a delay there is. So I'm gonna put my hand up like this, and I'm just curious of how much delay that is. One Mississippi, two Mississippi. I can't do it unless I'm trading live. I can turn my other computer on to do that, but it doesn't matter as long as there's not a crazy fucking delay. It's all good. I just need to figure out then the microphone. But look, and that is what it is. I'll figure that out later. Let's look at this trade. Like we might be able to catch this other entry. I don't normally like catching entries this late in the morning. It's going on 10 o'clock. We can see what this hourly candle closes like. And look, there is no. This is another reason why I like to be patient. There is no candle closures that are bullish so far, right? This is engulfing, letting us know that buyers are here. This is retracement. This hourly candle closes bearish, and we can still have an entry down here. So we're not done yet. Um, we've already retested and taken out that kissing candle right there. So yeah. Link. Yeah, the link should just be let me open up the dot card. Let me copy this. Copy. Let me go here, and people are asking for the link. Well, there. And one thing I do also need to figure out, why is this thing is Like if right now I'm pulling the I'm popping up other screens and it doesn't show that. So what if I click right here, edit name? I don't want to edit name, and I don't want to stop sharing. I have to like what I don't like. Let's say if I move this, yeah, see, it's not working right. I want to share the screen, and whatever's on my screen, it currently shares, and it's not doing that. It's only going to share this. So I've got to figure that out. So let's just try it. Remove. There's me. What up? Let's see if we could add new layout, add item. Oh, wait, it's not a new layout. So let me remove this. Stop screen. Uh-oh. What did I do? So guys, if you're just joining, I'm just testing out a new software right now. Okay. So bear with me, please, if it's a little crazy. Share screen. Sharing screen exists with two monitors. Yeah, sharing screen works best with a good computer. Okay. Share screen lets you share audio. Look at the share audio checkbox. Next window. Share screen. Now this is the deal. Oh, entire screen. Aha. Also share system. Okay. Bingo. Okay. So now if I share this entire screen and let's say I click on my Discord, oh, you guys see it. Okay. There we go. Can't chat. I don't know why the chat settings are not. It says comments, and Mr. Salomon has. Uh, we'll see. Again, I'm just trying to figure this shit out, you know. So yeah, I don't want to bore you guys too much with the live streaming part of it. I'll figure that out. Oh, it says private chat. Maybe chat with everyone in the studio. Oh, it's because you're not in the studio. You guys are in the YouTubes. So I wonder if I do this and I copy this. All right, guys, we're gonna try something different. Let's do this. Control V. Let's see then if you guys can join on my stream and you guys can interact with me. So like all the people who trade with me on Discord, it's gonna actually be in the stream itself. That would be cool. Instead of me being alone. Uh there's no chat section on YouTube. Well then how was Solomon uh doing it? I don't know. Because he's saying it's working. It's not lagging at all. He's putting in comments. So maybe he's commenting on the thing as opposed to chatting like the live thing. I don't know. Banners. I don't know any banners. Brands. I don't have any fucking brands. And there's a private chat with everyone in the studio. Uh, yeah, dude. I don't know. Live trading, privacy is public. I haven't used this before, so I don't know why you wouldn't be able to chat. So yeah. I mean, if you guys need to chat, you could always. I mean, you're sending me DMs right now through Discord, so it's all good. And it says we have 4 people on here, but it doesn't say if there's more than. What if I do this? Okay, there we go. Right. So now, if you guys join in, maybe it'll show you over here on the right, which would be cool. Thanks again for helping me get all this figured out. This is what the community is for. I throw you guys some trades, you hit some bangers, and then you help me. StreamYard is currently sharing your screen. Okay, yeah, we know. So, guys, let's look for that gold buy. NASDAQ sell isn't there yet. US30 buy isn't there yet. As a matter of fact, look at how they're all going opposite directions. Gold took off, 30's going sideways. Gold, excuse me. Gold took off, 30's going sideways, but it's giving us a bull, right? Gold took off, NASDAQ is going sideways, but it's giving us a bear. They're all 3 different. So it's kind of like the Wild Wild West right now. We're not sure which one's going to start driving, leading the bus, and going the other way. Um, show. You can enter the chats. All right, let's do this. I show the chat directly. You can enter chats. I don't understand how that. Oh, I okay. I see. Hide. I could show the thing on there live. Aha. Well, then, if you're watching, Salman Khan says it's not lagging at all. He was able to send me that chat live. So I don't know how he did it. Live viewer comments show up on StreamYard. This is an example. Click on a comment, show it on the screen. Okay, these are comments as opposed to live chatting. Maybe if I go here to settings, oh, general, maybe. No, virtual background, no hotkeys. I don't care about hotkeys. Layout, guest on the stream. This is their own guest. See viewer comments and post. It says it's on there. Banners, no banned guests. Green room. I don't know, man. If you guys are on this stream right now, there's 4 of you guys apparently. See if you can just go to the comment section of the video and leave a comment on the video as opposed to live chatting. And I also dropped the link in Discord to maybe you can actually join the stream, which would be cool. What is this preset? Slides, stop screen, no video. Stop screen settings. What I did stand settings. I do need to figure out which microphone. Why is it not letting me use the other microphone? But I can do that later. So still no comments. There's 5 people. Welcome all 5 people. Hey, basically we're just trying out a new streaming. We're trying out StreamYard the first time. We are looking to take some trades, but really we're just practicing, not practicing, we're just getting ready with this StreamYard. Finally got you live now. Looking good. Chat is working now. Okay, now it's working. So it didn't work and now it's working. That's weird. Again, I can't I can't I don't know what the hell to say about that. So here's the comments you guys are posting. That's kind of cool. That's new. I don't know. Test. Yeah, I can hear you. So is it working? Yeah. You're on your phone, but you're not on the laptop. So I'm seeing yeah, I can see the chats. So that's kind of cool. All right. I don't know if you guys like this layout. Perhaps this layout is better so you can see the chart better. But I sent you guys a link, and I think maybe you can actually join the live chat as opposed to going to YouTube and joining. I sent the link. I think you can join in with me here. So you'll be in the actual stream as opposed to just watching it on YouTube. And so that's what this was all about. Maybe more than one people can pop up on the side here. There's me in the thing. We don't really like that view. And there's only me in here. So these other views aren't going to work. So we'll stick to this view or cinema layout, press Shift 8. We'll just use this layout with being the bottom here. I wonder if I can just drag this. Live, March, move, stage. Okay. Anyways, we are live. We are working out the bugs. Thank you guys, all 6 of you guys, for joining in. Sorry, this is probably not the most exciting stream. We're just trying to work out the bugs on a new streaming software. OBS Studio is just being a complete pain in the ass. But if you are just joining in, 6 people, we are being very patient and waiting for a gold long. As you can see, the bulls stepped in and took over. They did give us a retest on this breaker block, what I call kissing candle, right here. They've already taken that out, But as you can see on the 1 hour RSI, we are not oversold. So we still have some room to come down. We're coming down on the 30-minute. And to be honest with you, if you see this consolidation, this order block area here, I want to see it. I even came down to the smaller time frames earlier on the other video and broke it down. You see this little purple box I have? That is going to be the top. Okay. The support resistance area. If you look, let's get the arrow out. If you look, this little last bit of sell candles has already been taken out and neutralized with this wick here. Since the market did not take off and leave the station, I was thinking to myself, okay, this isn't done selling. When the market grabs true liquidity, it leaves. It doesn't hang around. So when it had enough orders down here, look what happened. Boom, it took off and it left the market. It took off. It left the station. It wasn't hanging around. So now these people and these people are caught up in sales. They're playing this zone. This is why we're not zone traders. They're playing the top of this zone and they're entering sales all right here and right here. And then they got in drawdown. Okay. So all these people who think they're fucking rock stars trading zones, um, some sort of addicts, if you will, I'm not going to mention any names, were getting smashed. Okay. Then it popped off. And then now they're also entering more sells. That's why these sell candles here, because they're playing the top of this zone. And guess what? They got smashed. So there are people who are in drawdown now that are putting pressure on this market to come back down to get them out of their shitty entries. Okay. Um, so what we're looking for is this first one got taken out already, but they're still selling pressure because they really need to come down and retest these candles here and get these people out of their trades, right? So we're looking to get in that area. Also, you'll see that 2175, which is a quarter point, is right here. We can put a little line right on 2175 if you want to. 2175 point, that's close enough. Right there is the quarter point. We are going to be just a few pips above the quarter point between the 78.6 and the 88.6. That is our sell zone. All right, we have a zone. We're looking to buy in that zone. Um, I'm a few pips. I have a limit set at 2175. Um, yeah, I don't know what's up with the chats, man. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's up with the chats going intermittent in and out. Again, I don't have my other computers up, so I can't see the live stream as I'm doing it. So maybe that's something I'll have to figure out. Also, need to figure out the microphone. You see me keep talking. can turn this microphone on, but I don't think this is the right microphone. So I turned it off and I put it to the side, and maybe that's why you can't hear anything. So can you hear now that I've turned this microphone back on? So this is this microphone, which I don't think is working. And then I have this microphone on the camera, which I think is the actual microphone. Okay. So microphone on. Microphone on. You should be able to hear me again. So maybe it is this microphone. Maybe the settings, yeah, it went off. So it must be this microphone that is working then, which must be, yeah, yeah. So the settings are on my microphone, camera, audio, which is weird. Okay, yeah, it is this microphone because I can see the. So as this is the very first time I'm streaming, things are changing on the computer. It must be changing. As I turn the microphone off, it must have switched to this microphone now, which is better. It's the one I want to work, anyways. Um, so yeah, good. Now I have the correct microphone working, and you guys can see that we're waiting for this buy. What I was saying was on the RSI, we don't have. I mean, we are technically divergent right now, right? You have this low and you have that low getting lower, but at the same time, we have this low and there is getting higher. So we are divergent. I just don't like. I just want to come deeper. As you can see, the 2175.3 is my entry. I fibbed the second leg of this, and the TP is right on the quarter point. So we have the TP extension, that's one, right? We have quarter point, that's two. We have the buy zone, which is 78.6, 80.6, that's three. We're gonna have the RSI would be divergent before. We're starting to stack confirmations on a buy right here. It's the previous support and resistance level. So now we're getting into this area. We got 4, 5, 6 different confluences on why to buy gold at 2175. It's exactly what I'm doing. I already have a limit set. So that's not financial advice. That's just what I'm doing. Take that information and do what you want with it. Thank you very much for all 4 people sticking around. Nico and Chris and Salman. Thank you guys very much. There's one other person in here. I'm not sure who it is, but there's 3 of the 4. So yeah, we're already in a gold buy from Friday, and I closed out a partial, and I'm looking to get back in. So we took that gold buy from here on Friday, and we've already closed it out and we've protected. So yeah, we're looking for a second entry now. I like that entry a lot. I do. Okay, so now there's only one thing that hasn't happened as far as my strategy is concerned. I like to see liquidity getting taken first. All right, we haven't had liquidity get swept. So, but that's okay. I mean, it doesn't always have to be there. I think liquidity was, we had a pop off. The bulls are here. It's just retesting, hopefully going to give us a 78.6, and then we go. And then we look for that second leg. That's the first leg is giving us a pullback down. You see it's still continuing to go. We look at the 30-minute, we've had no bear candles, bull candles. So therefore, we're being patient. Like, we can wait. This is going to teeter down. It's only 10 o'clock in the morning, my time. So that 9:10 to 9:50 to 10:10 macro is done. Here it goes. It's keep going. So let's look. This entry could be happening any minute now, guys. Could be happening any minute now. So this is where the patient game comes in. All right. I mean, could you enter now? Yeah, you totally could enter now. If you're going to be in some drawdown, there's your 78.6. So perhaps we take a partial now. Let's refresh this. I do have a limit though. So I'm like, do I need to take it now, or can I wait for this partial for this to hit? Let's just wait for it. Let's just practice patience, guys. There's our limit right there. This is the worst part, knowing that you're only a few pips away. What is our lot size on this? Pending orders, our lot size is going to be a 0.3. What happened here? Order activation. Okay, yeah. So look, it just activated. All right, guys, we're in. All right, there's our pending order. We are now in. We now have two open positions on gold. We have our original OG buy, which we've closed out partials, and we only have like a .2 lot size on that left over. We still have this one now is at a .07, so .02, .07. So now we're in, and let's fucking go. Let's go, guys. Look at it rejecting already. You guys in this trade? Did you guys enter? Hopefully this is saving. We're already 10 pips in profit. Guys, I'm not saying that I'm not saying anything. Come on. In it to win it, there's 4 people. I see 2 people commenting. Guys, did we just catch a fucking entry, guys? I love that candle. I love that 5-minute candle come up and close like that. Now, I'm not saying this is done. I'm not. I'm not going around waving my fucking victory flag yet. We're not in the clear by any means. I do like that push off though. I do like that rejection. I fucking like it a lot. Let's go, Rice. Hopefully this is it, man. Hopefully that. I mean, look at that. Up and reject. Up and reject. We were patient. We waited. We didn't enter early. We did everything we're supposed to do. There's now the third touch on the oversold oversold of the RSI, right? It didn't give us the cleanest divergent as far as like the third touch perfectly, but there is 1, 2, 3 touch on the oversold RSI right on the 70. Again, this divergent is now more like this, right? So if you guys aren't super keen on divergent, you're looking for the strength to get weaker, which it's doing. The strength is getting weaker as the price at the same time was getting lower. Doesn't make any sense that it's not supposed to be that way. Therefore, AKA that's divergent. So what do? We played the divergent on the small time frame. We went to the 30. We're not even oversold yet on the 30. All right. But it is it is what it is. Maybe sometimes not all the confirmations line up. All right. On the 15-minute, you're getting there. On the 5-minute, you are oversold. And on the 3-minute, on the 5-minute and the 3-minute, you're definitely divergent. And you could even use this last tip, even though I don't like it being this far away. Like I wouldn't really use this as the point of divergent. I want to see something more localized, and this is the more local thing that makes more sense. So I would use that there as a divergent, and then that there, right? I'm not going to try to go super crazy and go out of my way to make it look divergent to make me feel good. I want to use the most recent data, and the most recent data is right there. So on the 15-minute. So again, we're not out of the woods yet. I did like that push off. That let us know that there's at least pressure. That okay. So also too, the way I think about this is look at this area where we did have candles closing bullish. There was people who were trying to buy up right there. Because why? Because we have the top of the zone here, right? Look at the top of these candles. So if that's the top of the zone, it broke out, retest the zone and go. So I understand why there's people buying here. And that's that kissing candle area that we talked about right here. Right? That's that area right there. Right? So I completely understand it. But all of us, hopefully, we're more patient in realizing that this still has room to come down. That I don't think this sell off is done. And like I told you earlier, we fibbed that second leg of the push, and there's our TP. So the second leg has now hit TP. It's now formed the third leg of the Elliott wave in a reversal. And so, I mean, let's see what this first leg looks like. Where's the TP on this first leg? 61.8, which is right here at the 78.6. So I mean, what happens then if this closes above? If this is the TP for that first leg, who's to say that this won't close above? just like it just did. That last 15-minute candle wicked it and closed above it. So I like these confirmations, guys. I like this trade. And if it loses, it fucking loses. That's why I put it at, fucking enter right now, bro. Chris, if you missed it. But that's why I did point. So the entry is 175 flat. I went 175.3, right? I went 0.3 above it, 3 pips above the entry. But if you look, okay, so let's just out of curiosity, let's come down here to the 3-minute. Let's reset this and let's see exactly what it hit, that wick. All right. So let's delete this. Actually, we won't delete it. We'll put our magnet on. We'll magnet to the bottom of that wick. It hit 2174.78. That's only a few pips right below 2175. I really don't know how you could get much more of a sniper entry than that. And look at that fucking wick. The last 3-minute candle closed damn near doji. You could call that a doji or a hammer. I like to call that a hammer. And now we're pushing back off. Like, I realized, guys, that maybe in the last month or so we were live trading. We haven't really caught any good live trades. It's been kind of slow for me when live trading. I have caught trades, but they haven't been while I've live traded. And maybe you guys were on some of the YouTube calls when I've called out some of these, but there's 5 people. You guys just saw catch that entry. Hopefully it works out. Hopefully it works out. You saw stacking confirmations. You saw the patience waiting for it to get hit. Saw how it called out the 2175. We missed a perfect entry by 0.3, whatever, a fucking pip. But again, we're not in the clear yet, so I'm not going to say it's a perfect entry because we could fucking lose this trade. Who knows? It could come down here and retest this trend line. It could do all kinds of stuff. It's fucking market, But I think we put ourselves in a good position. We had a bunch of confirmations, and I'm cool with that trade either way. So on that trade, you guys know I'm on the funded account, a $10,000 account. I could have risked more on this trade, but I didn't. I risked like less than 1%. I risked a 0.7, right? Like a $70 risk. So on the new match trader, if you come and look, you can come up here to your stop loss and you click this little edit button and it tells you I risked $71. I think that's a good amount of risk for this trade because it's not the best. It's not down here at the very bottom where this trade was. All right. So I didn't risk as much, right? Nobody says you have to take a full 2% or whatever on every trade. Like if this is a retest and you're kind of like in the middle, maybe don't take a full lot, right? A full trade. The TP on this one then is at $383. That's almost 4% of the count. So if I can hit 4% there, hey, I'm good with that. Right. And then by the same time, this will hit for another 1%. So I'm up at like over 5.5%. If I hit this one, that's half your challenge on one trade. Technically, it's 2 trades, but it's one idea. It's one buy. And I'm already up almost 2%. So if this trade hits, we're looking up, 7%. We'll see how it goes. Because now we got to manage the exits and manage TPs. And, to be honest with you, I don't know if I'm going to let both of these run all the way to the very top of the TP where I have it set. So I'm probably not going to hit all 7 of that percent. But, it is what it is. So let's look at where I think TP is going to happen. So if I come back out to, let's say, the 4-hour, let's reset this. And I still see this gigantic move, right? And we fib that gigantic move. Actually, the original move is from here. That's the original move, was from there to there. All right. It came back down, hit our 50% twice, and now it's going. Okay. So let me undo this stupid magnifying glass or magnet. All right. If we fib that move, the 23.6 extension is right there at 22.30. That's what I think the ultimate TP is, 22.30. Now, look, if this would have retraced further down, then my TP would be further up, right? But because it only gave me a 50% retracement, I don't think it's going to reach all the way up there. Okay. I think it's going to hit this 2230 and then come down, and that's it. Now, don't worry about all this fair value gaps, all this BS I have on the bottom. All right. That's inter-day, inter-move type trades. Let's look at this. See this clean ass double bottom right here, right there, and right there. That for me is the ultimate target. This is going to need to get taken out. Okay. I just don't know when that's going to happen. So while we're in such a bullish move here and here, the bulls are in charge, right? There's no doubt about it. Let's wait for it to get up here to this 2230 area and see what happens up in here, because really we're going to start getting into sales here pretty soon. And we're really, our target's going to be right there. Our target's going to be 1990. I mean, see, we're looking at a shit ton of pips once this thing turns around and starts to sell off. So we're not there yet, right? The bulls are still in control, and these are going to be the entries now where we're going to take entries intraday, protect, and let runners turn into swing trades for us. Right. So I don't think this is done. Right. And look at this gigantic bull push. Bing, bulls are in control. So again, I don't think it's done. This is just a consolidation area, right? Gathering orders, and then boom, it took off. So now it's going to want to come back up. So where are we at on our trade? So the 15-minute candle has got 5 more minutes. Let's see, but I mean that's a solid, dude. If this closes above this little box, I'm even more stoked about that. 7 people. What up, all 7 people on here? Yo, we just caught a gold buy. We caught the re-entry on the gold buy. The NASDAQ is just jerking around doing nothing, and so is US30. So we're not even looking at those. They're not in our zones. They're not in our areas. We're just chilling. I see that no one's clicked on the stream, or I don't think anyone has clicked on this. And what I put on Discord to see if you could join in. So maybe next time we'll try that out. And again, I see there's 6 people on here, but it doesn't tell me if there's anyone actually in the stream. Just me. So all good in the hood. Too bad. Chris said I missed it by 0.1. Rice is in here. Let's go. Solomon's in here saying yes, he's in. And the boy Nico is in it to win it. Let's go, guys. I fucking love it when this shit, like, I love doing this stuff. I'm not really super stoked about these small ass candles. You know, it is what it is. This is it. So that's the trade. We live traded. We caught an entry. And that's it. I mean, if you're super cautious and you're really worried about losing a trade, then protect. I mean, you're up 30 pips. You know, I'm not going to protect. I'm going to let it do its deal. I still believe if you look overall, you come back out to the 1 hour, I still believe overall we're bullish, right? So let's just hide all this BS for now. Consolidation broke out, came back down to retest this area, consolidated, breaking, come back down, retest the top of this area, and we're looking for this push. So this overall, this is the push up, and this is the move down. 1, 2, 3 touch. I mean, look at right there. It's the Elliott wave. 1, 2, 3, back down into an order block. Okay. And now what happens? It's starting to push back off. So now we have a 1, we have a 2, we have a 3, but really that's not really the first or second leg, if you ask me, because this is still inside. Like, I wish I could. This is just now breaking structure. So this tip, these moves are just internal. They don't really count for me, right? So now that it has broken, I'm going to call that my first leg, because this is still all internal structure and consolidation. Broke the first leg. Now we're looking for the second leg. Hopefully you guys can comment. I don't know if you can comment or not. Who knows? So, yeah. Having issues? I don't know. But that's it, guys. There's our entry. Let's just clear all this stuff off. We can see the candles. And dude, if this hourly candle closes above this kissing candle, it's even better for us. I mean, we have another 30 minutes. I get it. But look at this kissing candle and look at that wick. If this closes above that, or this candle closes bullish, that's letting us know that that was the bottom. That's letting us know that was the bottom. Yeah. Well, I'm holding, well, my first TP is probably going to be right up here in this 2200 area. And then 2230 is my ultimate TP. So yeah, 61.8, right? So 2218 ish. I'm not sure if I'm going to hold that TP1 all the way in the area. I do see this consolidation block right here. So perhaps we need to start scaling out there. So what I would like to do then is, um, do one of these and say, okay, the 78.6 is right here at the very top, right here, right? So let's just start to take TP1 there. And also look at that 23.6 right here. So perhaps we need to do this 23.6. So for that trade that we just entered right there, there'd be our TP1. All right. And then we would close by then. I'm sure that's so many pips we would have at least protected by then. On the very first trade we took over here, my TP1 was right there. Okay. So I've already TP1 on my first trade. There we go. I TP1 my first trade, 1/3 of it, and I'm letting the other 2/3 go. And then now my TP1 for this trade is probably going to be right here at the 2205 area. Maybe call it 2200, just short of that, just to make sure it doesn't want to fuck around. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see. I mean, 2200, we're kind of playing the double top. So maybe that's a good 2200 is a nice psychological level, and it's a double top of this if it wants to reverse. I don't think it's going to reverse there. If it's going to reverse, it would probably want to come up here and take out this top, but at the same time, find resistance at this order block. So there could be a reversal right here, the 23.6, and then come down. So let's just take profit at the 2200 TP1 for here, and then we could leave the rest going on that. So TP1's already been hit and protected on the first trade. Second trade, looking at TP1 at 2200 area, we'll take a portion of it off there, maybe half, and then let the rest go, and obviously protect. If it starts getting up here to 100, 200 pips or wherever it is, once it starts getting up, if we caught entry here, once it gets up in this area, this 130 something area, I'm going to protect. All right, there's no reason to not protect when it's 150 pips up, 120 pips up. All right, I'm not looking at TP right there. I'm going to let it go, but I want to hit a bigger trade. If we caught it, if this is the entry and we caught a super, super good sniper entry, there's really no reason to protect and start shaving profits off too early, because it really should not come down to this area. So if this clears and we get a good push, then there's no reason to start closing out too early. It's only 10:30 in the morning. It feels like it's fucking noon already. 10:30 in the morning. Come on, why the fuck is it going back down? Let's look at the smaller time frames and figure out this. So just giving us the touch on, it's just touching this trend line on the RSI on the bottom. But again, with that little square is we want it to stay above that, right? And if you look at internal structure, it hasn't broken internal structure yet. So if this is the internal structure here, right here, it hasn't broken it yet. So we'd want to see this break and at least break and close up here. That'll make us feel better. Jesus, that's an entry, man. That is an entry. 2175.3. Let's click on that. 21. Right there. That was our entry. Stop loss is 2165. I just gave it 100 pips, which is actually the entry for my first trade. It's just the fib, man. I mean, by now, Salman, you should know. You should know how I trade, man. You should know where my stop losses are. All right. So without even asking, I would think you would have grabbed that fib. All right. You guys know this is how I trade, and the rules don't change. Where's the bottom? We're trying to buy. Where's the top? All right. Where's the 1.1, 10% of that overall move? Okay. I take that back. Delete that. This is the fib we're working in. Here to there. That's the fib we're working in because that's the buy that we're working in. And so if we're going to take an entry off of this 78.6, 88.6 sell zone, then our stop loss is always 10%, which is 2166.4 in this case. I think mine's at 2165, but I can change that very easily. So let's just come on here and I'll show you guys. Come here to stop loss. And we go 2166.4. Is that what I said? We've reduced our value now. We can save it. So now our stop loss has been modified to there, which is really at the stop loss. So the other trade I protected in profit. So both of my stop losses are basically the same area. All right. There we go. Because that's the fib we're working in, that's our stop loss. If we were trading off of this fib, which was our original entry, which was that fib, right? Then our original entry was right here at this 78.6, and our original stop loss was there. But since we popped off, we went into profit. I moved to break even, and I pulled that TP1 off of there. I woke up this morning and saw it's up a couple hundred pips. I'm like, oh yeah, let's take some profit. So basically all we can do now is just watch it. We can switch over to this screen and see what these two dickheads are doing. They're not doing anything. Consolidating. They're just gathering orders, all right? This is consolidation. It's just gathering orders. This is why you don't want to trade on the super small time frames. It's just going to go ding, ding, ding back and forth and knock people out and gather orders. Take people's stop losses and shit. And the same thing on the NASDAQ. We want to see this push up. The NASDAQ, we want to see it push up, take out this double top, find resistance at this 88.6, and then come down. Look at this wick here. Look at this fair value gap. Look at the top of this zone. There's still some sell candles that are sitting here that hasn't retraced. So we're going to wait for this liquidity to get taken out, and then we're going to target this area right here. Once it gets down to this area, then perhaps we now look to target this top. And by then, if you think about it, this would be a top here, right? And then you've got liquidity sitting right there. And now that would be our target for the buys. Take this out. So we're going to play this game back and forth on NASDAQ. We're just waiting for an entry right now. And so that's our strategy. Now I realize this is a super aggressive bull market, and that's not in our favor. So I don't think we're going to hit crazy trades. But there's the first leg. Here's the second leg, which is going to get broken, hopefully. And yeah, let's not even look at that second leg then. We won't use that. We'll use this fib. But there is the second leg. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is why you don't talk shit too early. Well, let's just extend this out. So, uh-oh. The Bulls are stepping in. The Bears, I mean. The Bears. Here's 88.6, guys. So I'm not tripping. There's the 88.6, and there's also this consolidation area. The order block is sitting right there. So this is the top of the order block. We're all good. No big deal. We're still oversold. I need some more coffee. So there'll be more than likely no live trading tomorrow. Hi. Say hi, YouTube. Hi, YouTubes. Belly rubs. Belly rubs. Hi, YouTubes. You cannot trade. You're just a dog. Yeah, you're just a dog. This is my dog. Her name is Pretzel, and she is a little shit. Yeah. She is a little fucker. You guys want to go outside? I'll be back in a second. I'm letting the dogs out. What time? Okay. I need to fucking. I think tomorrow. I was gonna say no live trading tomorrow. Is this working? Holy shit, it's working now. Okay, look at that. Yeah, no live trading tomorrow. I'm taking the boat out. Me and the homeboys are gonna go to Central Texas, Fayetteville, Fayette Reservoir, and we're gonna go fishing. Spawn season, springtime. Got a boat. Only one reason to own a boat to go fucking fishing. That's not the only reason. You know, beers and bikinis. Those are other good reasons. But so look, guys, third touch. There it is. I've just now noticed that as I'm sitting here bullshitting about beers and bikinis. Let's delete this entry. There's the third touch. 1, 2, 3. There's the third touch, and it's not the prettiest divergence. Matter of fact, it's not even really divergent anymore because it's going flatlined on us. So we've lost the divergence battle, but we are oversold. The only thing that we're not, there's two things that are going against us in this trade. We didn't have liquidity taken, which I like to see. A consolidation liquidity taken, and we do not have the oversold on the 1 hour RSI. Yep. Those are two things that I do like to see. So in my strategy, that would be a perfect scenario. And unfortunately, we did not have those two things. On the lower time frames, though, everything was there. Especially, I mean, I find it hard to believe that it's going to push this hard and then come down and push that low and take everything out. But now that I think about it, we got to flip our brains sometimes. And if we would have drawn this fib, we would have seen 78. Son of a bitch, dude. I'm just not looking at this. The 78.6 got nailed perfectly right there. We were way overbought. Let's go to the 1 hour time frame. Should we have sold this market this morning? Oh my God. We should have sold this morning. Down push, 78.6, overbought, and there's the liquidity. We like to see it taken out. Right there. Look at all that liquidity. It got taken out. 78.6, and now it's selling off. Again, we've always got to look at where the people are on the flip side. And again, that's why I took TP1 in the first trade right there. So we'll see. Because now we might lose the trade. This might be hunting this liquidity right now. Let's delete all this stuff. Let's delete. Leave that box there. We've already had our buy zone. We already hit that trade. So we can take this out. So what are we seeing now? We're seeing this trend line. We're seeing this liquidity here. We're seeing this liquidity here. So perhaps it's going to find this as support and then buy off of that one. All right. This is now also the 61.8, which is our magic fib number. So that is another confluence that I was thinking about when I bought this. 61.8. It was a 78.6. We already went through the smaller time frames and we saw all those other confluences. Again, it wasn't the perfect trade because it wasn't there in the higher time frames, but it was there. And look, it's rejecting. So it's starting to reject. Look at this. We really want this hour. If we can get this hourly candle to push and close above this little area that we had marked up right here, I'd be really stoked for that. Really stoked for that. Let's look at the 30-minute. Let's just see. I mean, we definitely want it to close above this first. We can get rid of this fib. We definitely want it to close above this first one. But if we can get it to close above that second one, the little one, we really be pumped. We've got 16 minutes until the candle closes. So look at this rejection though. See, it's pushing off, dude. The buyers are here. The buyers are trying to. It's just the bulls are making sure they're getting all of their out of their entries. So there's that wick. So we were in drawdown, but I think we're pretty much at break even now. We're in a small bit of drawdown, a whole $8. No one gives a shit about $8. Man, that might have been a chance to pop another entry, but it's all good. So again, sometimes what I like to do as well is I'll see the order block, I'll split it in half 50-50, and I'll try to find entries there. It didn't quite catch the 50-50, but we're already in, so we don't need to worry about that. That is the last sell candle is now has been taken out. So the way I like to look at this too, if you guys know, is we had a sell here, these sell candles right there. This wick came down and negated this area. So what you want to see is at least 50%. So if you fib, this is my gain box set at 50%. So if you have this sell candles here, you want to see a healthy market comes down and at least gets 50% of that, letting these people out of their trades, right? And so that's what happened. So this candle right there has negated these sells. These are no longer what I call version sell candles, right? So we're good there. This is not a version sell candle either because this is below it. So this has all been negated. These candles here have been negated by this. These candles obviously have been negated by this. And so what we have on this flip side are some of these, some of these candles up here. It needs to come up. So the 15-minute just closed above our zone. That is good for us. Again, there's the 15-minute candle closed. There's a support and resistance area we're looking at. It closed above. So that is good to go. Now we're just waiting for the 1 hour and the 30-minute to also do the same. And it's above. As you can see, our entry is right in this area here. A few pips above it, actually. 2175.3. Right in that area. This is why proper stop loss is also very important. We did not even come close to getting stopped out of that trade. If this trade ends up being a banger, you guys need to go in the chats and say what's up. You guys need to like the YouTube video. Tell your friends, subscribe, share it on your social media, do whatever. Help me out. Just a guy at home with his dogs and his cats and his wife and the other officer there, hanging out, trying to bang some gold trades. So you can look at these other pairs. Now, I know that gold has been working in conjunction with 30 and as of this whole year, to be honest with you. So the fact that NAS and 30 aren't really doing a whole bunch is kind of weird, considering that gold popped off this morning. But I'm not going to try to overthink that scenario. I am going to try to just concentrate on this. And basically, I mean, I don't. There's really nothing to concentrate on, to be honest. The trade's in. It's going to do what it's going to do. At this point, we just kill this computer and walk away, and you just let it do its thing because you're not going to be able to make any smart, intelligent decisions sitting here watching this. I mean, we can analyze it more, and maybe I can think of something to say that helps to figure out things. But to be honest with you, we're in the trade. It's done. I mean, we can get fancy and try to draw trend lines and shit, but who cares? We're in the trade. We already made the commitment. I've set my stop loss, and I'm good. If it hits stop loss, it is what it is. It's only a $68 stop loss, and I have about 30 that I put in the bank on the first one, so I'm not risking a whole lot. I'm comfortable. And so for me, a part of this game is not over risking so that I don't get any emotional sort of way. Like if I lose this trade, I really don't give a shit. It's okay. I'll make it back. Like I don't want to lose a trade. I'm not I'm here to trade to take the best trades. And it is what it is. But again, I'm not gonna start yelling at my dog and beat my dog or go fucking road rage on the road if I lose a trade. Oh well. And so if you're getting to that point, believe me, I've been there. Believe me, you can ask my wife. I've been pissed before losing some trades. It's just because you're over leveraging. It's because you haven't had the patience and maybe you entered the wrong trade. You're just not doing things right. So if you're in that point where you're getting super pissed off, you're over leveraging. That's basically it. Work on your strategy, work on your, and if my confluences were there, everything told me to take that trade. And I was very comfortable with it. And if I lose, then oh well, so be it. Hopefully we don't lose. As you can see right now, we're back at entry. All right, we're back at entry. So there's no way in hell I'd be getting out of this trade right now at break even. This is something I told somebody the other day. I think it was Juan. If you're going to go through the pain and struggle and emotional distress of being in drawdown, why the shit would you get out of the trade as soon as it's break even? You've taken all of the risk, but giving yourself no opportunity for reward, right? So you have to at least give yourself a chance to be rewarded. And if you close too early and you're like, oh, I'm just getting out here, break even. Oh my God, I was in drawdown. Da, da, da. You're not even giving yourself a shot at being successful. So I'm not closing early. I accepted the risk right off the bat. I set the proper stop loss. You saw me do it live. I could have had a bigger stop loss, but I just felt comfortable with that stop loss. It's already my second entry, so I don't need to go full ham on a second entry. I already have a good first entry. So we got 10 minutes, and we'll see what this hour candle does with 10 minutes and this 30-minute candle does. And I'm not mad at those candles. I'm not mad at those candles at all because I also see this first one try to pop off. And the bulls are still, or the bears are still in control. The second one gave us a good wick. The third one's giving us a good wick. And so hopefully that's it. So even if this candle right here doesn't close bullish, which it could, over 10 minutes, this thing could flip. If it doesn't, I'm good as long as it's closing above this. All right. As long as it's closing above that, I'm good. And if it closes above our entry and we're just a little bit of profit, I'm also good. So I would like to see those two things. And the same thing with the hourly candle. Again, if it closes above there, we're good. If it really closes above this one, I'm really good. So let's see it push, baby. I mean, that's also a trend line rejection. It's just coming back down and touching that trend line, touching the trend line, tapping into our order block that led to the push off. We've got 9 minutes now. Look, it's rejecting, it's pushing up. So welcome all 7 people. I know we had Rice and Salmon in here. We had Chris Green. What up, Chris Green and Big Nico? Thank you guys for stopping in, saying what's up. If you guys put your name in the chat, I'll know who's in here with us. We got 7 people. Thank y'all very much for stopping by. We are in a gold long right now. The red line is where our entry was. We did go into some drawdown, which is all good. Unfortunately, at this time, we do not have the cleanest divergent. We do have the oversold. I was hoping this would stay above. It did not. And honestly, I was hoping it would reject and be gone by now, but it is what it is. We're really looking forward to seeing if this hourly candle closes above this little purple box that I have there. I'd be super stoked if that happens, but really we want to see it close above this box, which is if you get into the smaller time frames, that is the localized support and resistance area there. The big one, it is what it is. And then on this little purple one, I can't remember how we found that little purple one, but we were looking at I think that's the fib levels. This perfect purple one here is all the fib levels we had stacked up. And so we need to close above that. It's even better, but we're not gonna hold our breath on that one right now. So here's the hourly candle. We've got 8 minutes. We're going to watch this. After this hourly candle closes, I'm probably going to get out of here. It'll be 11 o'clock. A computer closes at 11. If we haven't gotten a trade and we haven't done what we need to do by 11, close it and walk away. So I'm not looking for any more NAS trades and any more 30 trades. I'm looking for nothing else. It's 11 o'clock. I'm done. Gold, I've already got 2 entries. I'm done. I'm basically just being live streaming now to see what's going to happen. Talk our way through it. And then we'll see how this candle closes. I'm out. Me personally, I'm not reducing my position size. I'm not taking partials. I'm not closing the trade at break even. I'm not doing any of that bullshit. I've already accepted the risk. I'm gonna let this go. I think overall I'm still in a good trade. I think overall I'm still in the proper trade. We are going with the bulls. The market is bullish. We did see that there would be sellers sitting in this area though, right? If we fib that move right here, top to bottom, that's a 78.6, right? There's a 78.6 rejection after it took out liquidity. So I completely understand why we led to this. But at the end of the day, this was still a bull push and it has not broken structure. So therefore, we are still bullish and we are still going with market flow. And if we really step back, I mean, look at gold, right? Buy, 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 buy. We're just continuing the buys. All right. I don't like these fucking daily candles though. Good God. Ooh, look at these. Let's let this daily candle fill in at least. Fill in a little bit more of that wick. I still think it doesn't matter. I still think we're bullish until 2230. And so we're buying. I'm buying. I'm sticking with buying until it breaks structure. And it hasn't broke structure yet. So we're good to go. And if we just step back a little bit, let's just go to the 2 hours and look at structure now that I'm talking about it. Right? It hasn't broken structure. This bottom of this area would be the structure and it popped off and it hasn't broken. It hasn't broken local structure to the sell side. It hasn't broken the higher time frame structure to the sell side. So for this to be considered starting to go into a bear market, we need to break this, but really we need to break close down here, pull back, and then give us a lower low. And then if this does this and closes down here, then we could say, okay, here's the high, here's a low, here's a lower high, and then we can start to take sells in this area, right? But we are not there yet. So therefore, we are not looking for sells at this time. We are sticking with the buys. Let's come back and see what we got. 3 minutes. No, we got 5 minutes for this candle to close. After this candle closes, turn the computer off. Probably go to the gym, and I have a doctor's appointment at 2 o'clock. You guys throw something in the chats. Is the chats up? Is it working? You guys hear me good? How is the live stream going? It's a brand new platform for live streaming, not on the OBS. As you can see, it's StreamYard. And so we're going to stick with StreamYard until it screws up, and then maybe we'll switch after that. I don't know. But throw me a chat in here for all 6 people, 5 people. Put something in the chat. Let me know who's in here still. We've been on here for 1 hour and 7 minutes, dude. Let this fucker close above our entry. We got 4 more minutes. We got 5 people. 5 people. Let's go to content. Let's go to live. Let's go to control room. Okay, Nico, you're still here. Welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy. So it looks like the live chat is working. I know you guys said it was intermittent, but even when I go to the internet and I go to the chat thing, it says it's working. So if you guys are curious, this is what the back end of YouTube looks like, right? It shows you guys is all chatting. It says I'm live streaming right now. It doesn't show anything. If I go to analytics, if I go to signal strength, it's excellent. Analytics, current viewers 5, 28 views, average people on here for 12. Stream settings, we have all that going. So it looks like everything's working on here. I don't see any reason why you guys can't chat. I don't know. But we now have 2 minutes. Let's see if we can get this fucker to close above that red line. What are the 1 minute candles looking like? So we do have the divergent here. We have the divergent there. I'm going to push up. We need this to break structure. Again, this hasn't broke structure yet. So if you want to be a super safe trader, you want this to break structure. So here did not break there, right? Did not break. Did not break. Did not break. So what we'd really like to see then is for this to break structure, close in this area, and then if it pulls back, that's okay as long as it sets a lower low. If it breaks structure up here and it breaks this, that it's going to set a lower low, and then we're off to the races. So again, we're not completely out of the risk zone because if we zoom out, we haven't broken any structure yet. So the more patient trader would wait for this to break structure and then pull back and get in their entry. They're also not the ones who catches crazy sniper wick entries. I like to catch crazy sniper wick entries, so perhaps sometimes I'll pull the trigger a bit early, but it's all good. At less than 1 minute, let's see where this hourly candle closes. So again, we need the hourly candle to close above our zone, which right now, hopefully, it's going to do. So 20 seconds. Let's see this fucker push up. And it is what it is. At this point, we're just sitting here fucking staring at it. There's nothing we can really do. Stream is sharing you. Okay, thank you. And then let's go to this tab right there. Let's move this out of the way. All right, so it closed right at our box and gave us a doji on the 15-minute. The 30-minute was a good wick, and the 1 hour now. Again, so it closed right there above our box. Is that the signal the buyers are waiting for? Because right as it closed, now we're starting to get an instant push. It's not like it's big, but we had the doji on the 15, and maybe people are waiting for that 1 hour candle to close. I believe this is the last, what they call the last macro of the day, the 10:50 to 11:10. Maybe I'm off. Maybe I'm off by an hour. It already happened. I'm not an ITC trader, so I don't really know, but I do know that he trades those macros and whatnot. And then what does this fib look like? Second leg. So yeah, we'd want it to close above it, and it didn't. But it's not the end of the world. All right, guys, I'm gonna get off. That's it. That's live trading for today. Look at this fucker. Come on, push, man. Push before we get out of here. That's it. We found a trade. We had some confluences. It wasn't the best trade because we were looking for liquidity to get taken and whatnot, but hey, it's all good. So yeah, we're in a buy. We're going with the market. Everything's there. We broke the whole thing down. We broke down the strategy. We broke down patience. We broke down the exit strategy. There's nothing else really I can say. Just close your computers, guys. Walk away. Go have some lunch. Go to the gym. Go stand outside. Go look at the sun. Put your feet in the fucking grass. Go get a Stoic book and read your Stoic book. Journal. Write in your journal how you felt today. What were your emotions? How are you going to be better? Write in your journal every day. How am I going to be better today? Right? Write in your journal, this is how I could have made more money. This is how I could have lost less money. This is the good habits I had today. This is the bad habits I had today. These are the habits that I want to get better at. Maybe these are the things I want to start including in my daily routine to make myself a better trader. Is there some sort of news you want to read beforehand? Is there something you want to do? Write that in your journal and think about it. Then also to write your feelings. Were you nervous? Were you angry? Were you FOMO? And once you think about it and you write those feelings down and you think about how you felt and you think about how you could deal with those feelings, then you'll be better the next time around. As you can see, I had no FOMO. I'm not angry. I'm not impatient, right? I've logged these things down many times and I've got to the point now where it's just like, I'm almost cavalier about it, if you will, almost, whatever word you want to say. Um, but yeah, there's our entry. I'm gonna close the computer. I'm going to the gym, and then I have a doctor's appointment at 2 o'clock for my ENT because my fucking sinuses are still jacked. You guys enjoy the day. Thank you guys very much. Please like, please subscribe. This is for training only. This is not financial advice. You guys know the deal. Thank y'all very much. We'll see y'all soon. Let's hit stop sharing there, and then we can go and click on this button right here and go to StreamYard. And I am, let's see, out. And